Hey guys, this is Gaurav. Welcome to SaaS with ServiceNow. I'm really excited to introduce my new training that is ServiceNow Service Portal Training. I have been getting so many comments from my viewers that why don't I post videos related to Service Portal Training. So here I am today with the new training that is Service Portal Training. So let's start with the training. Before I start, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Gaurav Tripathi. I have around 9.5 years of experience in IT with 6.5 years of experience in ServiceNow architect solutions and project delivery. Prerequisite. Now, before you start this training, we need some kind of a knowledge from your end from the developers or from administrators who would work on service portal. So you should have at least 6 months of experience in ServiceNow administration. That is definitely, I think, I would say must required for this training. Then you should have knowledge of JavaScript. You should be able to do scripting in ServiceNow. You should have basic understanding of Bootstrap, CSS, and HTML. Now, why we are focusing on Bootstrap, CSS, and HTML, the reason behind it, Service Portal is basically all about web page. It's a web portal where you have to customize the front end, the user experience. You have to give the UI experience to the users. That means the front end part. And that's the reason you need to have these understanding like Bootstrap, CSS, and HTML. How this training will help you. Now, if you will go through this training, once you'll be able to complete this training, you will be able to customize service portal. You will be able to create portals in ServiceNow. You will be able to create and edit widgets in ServiceNow. You will be able to administer service portal. That means if you have some requirement from your customers or from your clients, and that requirement is somehow related with service portal, then you can do that administration, you can do some customizations. Service portal overview. So this is our first topic for today, service portal overview. What are we going to learn? So we are going to learn about what is service portal, why we need service portal, and service portal administration. Little bit about some components of service portal, what exactly we have in service portal in order to do administration and development. What is service portal? Now, this is the really important question to know, that why exactly ServiceNow came up with this service portal. If you remember, ServiceNow had another portal that was called Content Management System. That was totally different. It was designed like you can also create portals similarly, but why ServiceNow came up with Service Portal? Now, first we will learn about what is Service Portal. So Service Portal is a web portal which gives better user experience. So now you can make a difference that initially we had CMS, content management system, but now ServiceNow has this service portal. And that's the reason they came up with service portal, because they came with a new technology, they came up with a new user experience. It is the front face for end users, easily configurable. So if you would compare content management system and service portal, there's a really big difference because this is easily configurable, automatic layout adjustment on any device. Now in this, if you remember in CMS, you were not sure that how exactly that layout would fit in your different devices. For example, your iPad or maybe tablet or mobile or desktop. Now here, because Service Portal utilized Bootstrap, and the layout we have, the framework we have of Service Portal, it's totally it gets adjusted on any device we have, like tablets, mobile, desktop. Examples of Service Portal. Now you can see on the screen that we have given two examples. At the top, you have the left top, you can see that's a ITSM portal. It's a home page, it's a basic portal of ServiceNow that is provided and developed by ServiceNow out of the box. The second portal we have, it is related to service catalog. As you know, you have service catalog. You can create service catalog in ServiceNow as well. But now this gives you a good user experience. And that's another portal of ServiceNow, that is service catalog. It's a portal where users can submit the requests for different or request for any item or devices. Why we need service portal? We need service portal because it is easily accessible to the users, easy to customize with administration. So even if you're not aware of coding and if you still want to do some customizations, you can still do that. But not, but till some extent, not everything you can change. But if because if you want to change or customize like a lot of bigger changes, in that case you have to do some scripting. But apart from that, if you want to change some layout, some themes, you can still do it with the help of without coding basically. So Service Portal has better user UI experience. It's a single page driven for all the features and services of platform for end users. And I will show you how. Support modern technologies like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, AngularJS, and JavaScript. And that is why we need Service Portal. It is really user friendly. User will see a big difference. So if you will create Service Portal, and if you are developing it for external customers or internal customers, whomsoever, they will not feel that this is a ServiceNow portal. They will feel that it's just a normal web page portal with good features. Technologies used in Service Portal. Now, what kind of technologies we have used in Service Portal to support, to make it better for user experience? HTML, CSS, SAS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and finally AngularJS. Now, AngularJS and Bootstrap, they give really good power because it's web portal. So we will definitely have HTML, CSS. But what additional ServiceNow has came up with the model technologies which we are using nowadays, that is Bootstrap and AngularJS. If I talk about the recent announcement, I think they're also coming up with React.js, but I have not searched it completely on that particular part. But I will definitely research something on that and come up in one of my later videos. Baseline service portal. Now, ServiceNow, as you know, whenever ServiceNow come up with some features, like for example, they come up with business rules, client scripts, script include, they always create baseline features or baseline records. In the same way, they have created baseline portals. And the portals like we have ITSM portal, CAB workbench, knowledge portal, benchmark, service workbench portal. That's what they came up with. So let's take a look. So this is my personal developer instance. And if I go to portals, so if I enter portal in the application navigator, you will be able to see service portal. Now this is the application. And if I click on portals, now these are all baseline portals. I have not created, nobody has customized it. This is out of the box. So whatever list you are seeing right here, these portals are out of the box. These are baseline portals provided by ServiceNow. Service portal application. So as I showed you, this is the application we have for service portal. It's another application. And if I talk about your previous instances, maybe earlier older versions of ServiceNow, you might need to enable it. But if you are directly on maybe London or I think Helsinki, then you should be able to get this plugin enabled automatically. So you have this service portal and it has some modules in it. So this is the application to customize portal. Developers and administrators can create different components of portal with the application modules. So these are the modules you have. You can utilize an administrator and a developer can utilize these modules to customize service portal, to customize portal for the users. Let's talk about the modules we have in service portal application. So the first module we have is service portal home. Link for service portal default baseline homepage. So if I go to my instance and if I click here, when I will click here, it will take me to the default homepage of service portal which we have configured. And if you remember, I showed you in a few slides before that was the main baseline portal, ITSM portal. Now this is the portal. It's you can see it gives you the really good experience, user experience. So like we have knowledge menu, we have catalog, request, system status, cart, tours, and this is the user profile. We can search here, we can request something. This is the knowledge base. If user wants to search some articles, if you want to get some help or you want to go to community, that's what you can do right from here. These are like my open incidents, my approvals, popular question, announcements, top related articles, and this is the current status. Now, this is the main baseline portal, homepage portal, which you can, when you will click on that service portal homepage, that's what it will take you to this particular homepage. Next is service portal configuration. The earlier part or earlier module which we saw, that was just a home page that was not somehow related with the configuration part for administrators or developers. Now this is the really important page and module, and you can see it says configuration page where admin and developers can do customization. So if I go back to my instance, close this, and I click on service portal configuration, it will open up the page. Now this is also like a service portal because ServiceNow has created a separate baseline portal in order to do the customization, in order to help administrators and developers. So this is the configuration page where you can customize your service portal. As an example, you can see we have branding editor, designer, page editor, widget editor, new portal, and you can also get some help. Now these are some like portals. If you click here, I will get the list of portals. If I click on pages, I will get the list of pages right from here. It's like just one portal page where I can do the complete configuration and scripting for my portals. So it is really useful for developers and administrators. Portals. Now this module will show you the list of portals created. So whatever portals you are creating in your instance, it will show you, or whatever portals which you are getting from out of the box from ServiceNow, that will show you all the portals you have in your instance. Announcements. Now, this is the really new feature which ServiceNow came up with, I think, from London maybe. And this is the list of announcements for the portal. So, for example, you have this portal, and if I say you that in normal condition, if I want to show some alert, maybe some announcement on incident form, what you will do, you know that you will put some pop-up maybe, or you will create a client script to show some message. That's what you would do. But ServiceNow, because every portal, or if you would go to any website, for example, any bank website or any kind of financial website, if they want to post kind of a maintenance kind of announcement or any kind of upgrade announcement, you will see those messages sometimes at the top, sometimes in one section. But in this case, ServiceNow came up with a new feature that's called announcements, which shows at the top, and you can mention at what time you want to post those messages, what message you want to post, start time, end time, when that message should vanish. Those kind of configurations you can do with the help of announcements. And you can put a lot of announcements. So you, for example, you have some five maintenance for next 2 months, for example. You can create those 5 minute maintenance in one time, and you can put the start and date and time and end date and time and the messages you want to show to the users. That's how you can do. So let's take a look. So if I go to my instance, I click on announcement. Now this is the list of announcements which we were talking about. You can see if I click on create new, it will show me the form, the name of the announcement which you're talking about, title, from, to, summary, display style, glyph, whether it's public, in what portal you want to show it, type, it should be, it's like a banner or widget. That's what you can do directly from announcement. Themes. Now this is really important component of service portal. So it shows list of themes of portal. Now, if you have worked on WordPress, for example, now WordPress gives you a platform where you can utilize themes, and that themes can be utilized with anyone if you're opting for that theme. Maybe it's paid or unpaid, and then you can do some customization on, and the baseline would be that theme. Similarly, we have same concept in Service Portal of ServiceNow, that they have given themes. You can develop the themes, and those themes you can develop for different portals. That's what you can do in themes. Then we have page route maps. Now this is something page routing to other pages. So for example, and if I go to my instance and if I put my cursor here, it says routing for cloned pages to route to other pages. So if any page is like override and you want to route them, that's what you can do in this particular configuration. Then we have pages. Now, as you know, for any website, you should have pages in order to route the users as part of the context or as per the requirement you have for the portals. So you can create multiple pages for multiple portals, and that this particular module will save all the list of pages you have created for your different portals. Widget instances. Now widget instances, now when you add multiple widgets, now if you remember, and I think the reason I'm talking about WordPress, because WordPress you can at least relate that how exactly it can you can replicate with WordPress. Now WordPress also gives you some widgets, for example, pre-advanced, I think advanced plugins, so what kind of a view you want to show to the users. So they have some plugins, they have some widgets as well. You can add them, show it in some of the section, in one of the section of your portal. Similarly, you have these widgets. You can customize those widgets in WordPress. I don't think you can customize them, but here ServiceNow is giving you that opportunity, that they have also given you the baseline widgets, which are already there in the system. You can utilize them, but at the same time, if you want to create new widgets with the help of new modern technologies, we have like HTML, JavaScript, and Bootstrap and AngularJS. You can create those widgets and also put them on the pages. So when you create those widgets, now that widget becomes an instance when it goes to that page. So if I go to the next module, that is widgets, now this will show you all the widgets. So whatever widgets you are creating or have been created by ServiceNow out of the box, you can see that list of widgets for Service Portal. CSS. Now this is list of CSS styles. So whatever CSS styles which you use and you want to use, if you want to create those CSS styles and you want them to be referred in one of your pages or one of the portals, that you can mention here and you can create it. So that will show you the list of CSS you have. Log entries. Now ServiceNow has given you separate service portal log entries. So if you want to put some logging in your service portal, that's what you can do. There's a method for that in that case, and that will be entered and visible in this particular logs. So this is the list of logs from service portal. And then we have menu. So if you remember, if I go to the application and I go to Service Portal Home, now these are the menus. So if you want to customize some add some options, menus here, that you can do with the help of menus. And the last module we have for Service Portal application is list headers and footers. Now this shows the list of header and footer for the portal pages you have. So if you are creating some headers and footers, standard headers and footers, that's what you can mention here. Portal configuration. So if you remember, I mentioned about that module that is service portal configuration. If I click here, it takes you to this portal page, which gives you an opportunity to customize your portal and pages you have, or all the components you have for service portal. Now, how can you access this page? As you know, we can directly go with the help of like service portal configuration module. How exactly you can go to this page directly with the help of the URL? Now, in order to do that, how exactly you can do, I will save this initial URL first. I will do slash and then I will type sp underscore config. Now, if I type this and press enter, this will open the same page which we were able to do it with the help of configuration. So overall, the name of the page is sp underscore config, and this will open the configuration page. Now, how exactly I can get that home page which we were talking about? For that, what you can do, you can put the URL, put the slash, and then just type sp. And if you press enter, you will be able to see the home page of ServiceNow. That is the service portal homepage. Roles of service portal. Now, service portal has a separate role in order to perform customization and development. So if ideally, if you are a ServiceNow developer, then you should have admin access. Then you will have access to all the application. So at the same time, you will have access to service portal application as well, and you can do all the customization you want. But what if there is a person who is not a ServiceNow admin or ServiceNow developer, but you want to give access to that person, and he has little bit experience in ServiceNow maybe, and you want him to do some customization. In that case, and you don't want him to provide access for all the applications you have in ServiceNow. In that case, ServiceNow came up with this new role that is called sp underscore admin, and that is the service portal admin role. This SP admin can design and manage the portal. He can access all the modules which are in service portal application. So if you want him to customize, design, build, and manage service portal, that particular user can do that. You just add that role to that user, and then he can do that. Who can use service portal? Now, when you will create a service portal, who will be your users? Who will see those pages? So basically, you can design your service portal even for external customers, your clients and customers, maybe external users or employees. So if you want to create a self-service portal, you can create service portal. So for example, in your organization, you got the requirement that hey, I want a really good, well user experienced portal for our internal employees. So the best I think way to do it is with service portal. And if you want to make some portal for your external customers or maybe external users in your organization, in that case, you can also host it in ServiceNow and create it in service portal. You can definitely put some security constraints. You can definitely have some security ACLs we have. That's what you can do so that they just see the front end, not any other components of your ServiceNow platform. Important points. So as you learned about Service Portal, as this is just an introduction of Service Portal. So Service Portal, and that's the reason I wanted to talk about the important points of Service Portal. That Service Portal is a separate application from CMS, that is Content Management System. Service Portal does not support jelly scripting. Now these are really important points to know before you start working on Service Portal. Service Portal does not support standard ServiceNow forms and lists. Content management system cannot be migrated to service portal. Now this is the really important point for you. If your organization is still using content management system and they are planning to move to service portal, then you don't need to then please make sure that they are aware that you cannot migrate CMS to service portal, because both the platform, both the framework are totally different. Like they are definitely on ServiceNow platform, but the framework it's totally different. ServiceNow also does not use iframes, which you could use in CMS. So you cannot use iframes in service portal. The next section, we are going to talk about branding editor. So my next video will be on branding editor. So thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe, like, and share my channel. I will keep posting these videos, and please provide me feedback and comment if what kind of topics you want to learn from me. So thanks again. Have a great day.